Good day, class. Today we will learn about text structures and how they help us understand an academic text called an expository essay. This lesson will help us become better readers and writers by teaching us how ideas are organized in a text. Before we begin, let us look at our goals for today. By the end of this lesson, you should understand what an expository essay is and how it is organized, and why organization is important for clarity. So, what is an academic text? An academic text is a type of writing we often read in school. It is formal, well organized, and focused on giving correct information. And like stories or personal writing, academic texts help us learn and understand lessons. So, what is an expository essay? So, expository essay is written to explain. It does not tell a story or try to convince us. Its purpose is to help us understand a topic clearly using facts and examples. Think of the writer as a reader explaining a lesson. So just like the feedback that I gave of some of your classmates regarding the feature article, I always reiterate or tell them that in order to strengthen their feature article, they should use or give an example that is aligned with the article or the title of their article so that the reader will connect it to the real life scenarios or examples. Okay, so the purpose or what is the purpose of an expository essay? So the main goal of an expository essay is clarity. The writer wants readers to understand the topic easily. This is why ideas must be arranged in a clear and logical way. Okay, so that or to avoid chaos or misinformation. So you need your ideas to have it arranged in clear and logical way. So what is text structure? So the text structure refers to how ideas are arranged in a text. You may think of it as a road map. When ideas are organized well, readers know where the text is going and do not get confused. Correct? So yes, when you're going or the text structure, when you're going to write a text structure or essay, you need to have your ideas organized so that it will not confuse the readers. So why text structure is important? So text structure is important because when a text has a good structure, it becomes easier to read and understand. Readers can see how ideas are connected and what the writer wants to explain. Okay, and here are the basic structure of an expository essay. First, we have the introduction, body, and conclusion. So, most expository essay follow three main parts, and each part has an important rule in explaining ideas clearly. So, let us discuss each one. So first one we have introduction. The introduction is the opening part of the essay. It tells the reader what the topic is about. Think of it as starting a conversation and letting the reader know what to expect. So just like what I tell you when we have our short story creation, I told you to first introduce the topic, and then you need to give background information about what the story is, and then explain why the author is writing or written that story. Okay, so next we have the body. So the body is where the real explanation happens. Each paragraph explains one idea and supports it with facts or examples. This part helps the reader understand the topic deeply. So, during your feature article creation, I always told you that each paragraph should have one main idea and example to support your article that is related to the title that you have written. Okay, and the last one is conclusion. The conclusion ends the essay by reviewing the important ideas. It reminds the reader of what was learned, just like reviewing a lesson before the summary ends. So, conclusion is just like a summary. So, just like we always do, or I always do after our discussion or the end of our discussion, I always end it with a summary for you guys to again repeat what is or repeat the main point of our discussion. All right. And here we have also here other text structure used. So we have here the definition, cause and effect, comparison and contrast, problem and solution, sequence or process. So writers choose different structures depending on what they want to explain. So each structure helps organize information in a clear way. So we have here an examples of text structure. So the steps in cooking, which is the sequence, of course, why floods happen, which is the cause and effect, and school problems and solution, of course, that is problem and solution. So these examples show how text structures are used in real life situations. Recognizing these patterns help us understand text faster. Next, we have here the transition words. So during your feature article creation, most of you guys forgot to properly use the transition words. So, um, in order for us to have a better feature article, we should use the exact or the correct transition words. Because when we are or when we forget to use the proper transition words, of course, our article or essays or any text that we are going to write will disorganize. Because transition words act like bridges between ideas. They will guide us readers and show how sentences and paragraphs are related. So to summarize or to sum up everything, again, expository essay explains and informs. Text structures organizes ideas, and the good structure gives clear meaning and purpose. So let us remember that understanding text structure help us read better and write more clearly. Organization is the key to clear meaning. So I have here one question. How does text structure help an expository essay become clear and easy to understand? And that would be all for today. Goodbye and thank you.